So we just wrapped up our weekend here at Gen Con in Indianapolis, and we had a great time. We talked to a lot of publishers, a lot of designers. We've spent a lot of time in the playtest hall. So it was a great weekend. What was your favorite part about the whole weekend overall, Lee?
Well, I mean, obviously the games, right? But besides that, I would say probably my best part is, look, we're in the stadium right now. So there's a whole lot more stuff. There's a lot more things open and a lot more people too. I think it's just fun when more people are enjoying board games.
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger crowd this year. They have more of the event spaces open. As you can see, we're in the stadium, like Lee mentioned. They didn't have this open last year, so this is a fun event. They have all the gaming down there. They have the game library, plus they have all the other gaming halls. A lot of the connected hotels have gaming opportunities for people to go to. So it definitely feels like a much more massive event than what we were at last year.
Yeah, the presentation, right? You got like posters and everything, like, Gen Con, like just huge just production value that you can see like a lot of time and effort went into this Gen Con.
Exactly. They really put in a lot of the effort here in Indianapolis, and they really make it a true event. So when you have 20, 30, 40,000 people that descend on Indianapolis this weekend, and I think all the designers and all the publishers and everyone presenting in the vendor hall or in the playtest hall really felt like they got a good response from having so many people being able to check out their games. What did you think about some of the new releases that were coming out that we took a look at, or some of the ones that are going to be coming out? So Deal with the Devil, or some of the other ones, Hachette, you bought some of their games, Turing Machine and all that. What were some of the things that really excited you?
Yeah, so, let's start with Hachette. So we saw them in Origins, and they only had one game. It was like Acropolis, but even that sold out every day. So I was like, okay. Well, this time, Turing Machine and Acropolis were both like the go-to games that were selling out every day. So right as the doors opened, there was just a long line, and I was afraid I wasn't going to get it myself. So I'm like, but I did. I got them, and actually I got some for our viewers too. So that'll be fun to kind of give that away. Goofy movie. I mean, not because it was like a limited release or anything like that, but that's like, that one kind of is near and dear to me because growing up, I love that movie.
The nostalgia got them.
Yeah, I watched it all the time, and so they had a game, and I bought that, and you got a little Powerline pin, I think. I'm not a pin collector or anything, but still a nice thing that they gave with it.
Yeah, at a lot of the booths, they will usually give you something if you spend over a certain amount, or they have certain specials that you can get at a certain time, or first come, first serve kind of thing. So it's really fun to go to all the conventions and see what special things that you can kind of get while also enjoying your board game hobby. So we love board gaming, but we also like to experience other things while we're here. So of course, we're gonna try the official sponsor for things. So we did the Hot Box Pizza, we did the Sun King beer, we did the Daniel's wine. What were your thoughts on the Hot Box Pizza? I know we talked about it a little bit in our first day video, but now that you've had some time to let it digest, what did you think about it?
So it was interesting, right? So it's like tater tots on top of the pizza. The bacon, you can never really go wrong with that. So no, I still liked it. I still like it more than the pizza that we had last year, that was just full of pickles. No offense to people who love pickles, I'm fine with it. But I think this one was better. Beer, yeah, I mean, as long as the beer, the official beer, wasn't like a porter or a stout or something.
I would have liked that.
I would have, or a sour, I guess.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with any other beer. So yeah, the beer, I'll be completely fine with it. I'm a little disappointed we couldn't try the official red wine because they only have those in bottles.
Yeah, we tried the white wine, which is the Dragon's Dew, and it was actually pretty good. It was a sweet wine, like Moscato type of a wine.
Yeah.
So it actually tasted really good. It didn't really taste like a wine. It almost tasted more like a cider or like a sweet mixed drink.
Mm-hmm.
While we were here, the bulk of our time was spent in the First Exposure Playtest Hall. So we were playtesting our new game, Timelancers, and we had 8 sessions, and each one's 2 hours. So we were in the First Exposure Playtest Hall for 16 hours over the course of the 3 days, teaching, playing, having people playtest it, seeing the ins and outs of it. Plus, they had a pub night where a lot of the playtesters got together, and we were talking shop a little bit and just mingling and all that kind of stuff. And it was interesting to see everyone's kind of design perspectives, how they got into the business, how they started designing, how they got into board gaming, all those kind of things. What were some of your takeaways from meeting the other designers and your experience in the First Exposure Playtest Hall?
So, that's just awesome, right? Because there's basically 2 sides of us, right? Us Party Tales. So we've got Party Tales, we have our channel, we have you guys. And then, we also have Timelancers that we're designing. I can see these games that are playtesting around us, and I'm like, ooh, I'd like to review and play that. So we would go up and strike conversations with the game creators and say, hey, I think this is awesome, great job. I love hearing about the passion and seeing the passion when they talk about their game, like their eyes light up. And, I know that they really love their game.
What I really enjoyed about being in the First Exposure Playtest Hall is seeing all the other designers, because you're surrounded. They have about 30 tables in there, and you're packed in there tightly, and you're seeing all these games. So as people are setting up or taking down, depending on when you walk in, you can see all these things. You're like Lee said, what's that? What's that? And you started talking with them, and you're like, yeah, now I kind of wish that I could play that. Like, let's not do Timelancers. Let's go play that game instead. So,
and as you can tell, we had a great time in Indianapolis at Gen Con 55.
And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to watch our other Gen Con videos, check out the links in our description below.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
I'm Kenny. I go party like a board gamer.